Hi all, my name is Todd Cherner and I'm here today to pitch the article analyzer. First off, I apologize that I can't be there face to face, here I am, but Bree and me are going to be married in Savannah this coming week, and so we had this week as kind of a vacation week. So I apologize, but I greatly appreciate you all taking the time to listen to this pitch. So first off, let me tell you about the context of education. Now, I've been a professor of literacy, English education, digital technologies, instructional technologies for the past 10, 15 years. And this is what I know. We have the Common Core State Standards, and what they do is they inform standards across the nation. Now, what they are really supporting here is that we engage with text. Now, this is not just reading a text and then completing some comprehension questions after it, but this is something more. This is marking up the text. This is doing something called close reads, where we need to annotate the text and write notes on the text. Not only do we need to read one text, but we need to read multiple texts about the same topic and then compare our actual ideas based on those different texts about the same topic. This is all supported by the Common Core State Standards. At the other side, what we have is we have a digital revolution happening in schools. So when I was in school, it was very much paper-based. We didn't really have computers at all, right? But that's not true now. What we have is you walk into a classroom, Chromebooks are huge. Blended learning, that's being signified in this image, that's huge. And so what it does is it allows us to create and innovate new technologies that support literacy. So, moving on a little bit more big picture about what is needed is we need a tool that will make the reading and annotation of text accessible and shareable without collecting data or logins. Now, for example, we don't need email addresses for students. That creates data problems. But we need something that's accessible so they can get in and out of it quickly, and we can actually share it very quickly. So let me explain a little bit more. This right here is a basic Wikipedia article. I picked the history of UNC Chapel Hill, right? So let's just pretend you had to go read this text for a class, and you wanted to take notes on this text. Well, what the article analyzer would do is you would copy this URL, right? Then you would drop that URL into the article analyzer, and then when you would highlight the text, a little pop-up would appear, and you could write your notes in that little pop-up. Now, that pop-up might look like a sticky note. That pop-up might look like some margin notes off to the side. We can talk about that later. But it's just the idea that a pop-up would show up. You could write your notes into it, and then every time you clicked on the highlighted text, the notes would appear. Then once you finished reading the text, all you would do is you would take this URL, because this would be a new custom URL made by the article analyzer. You would take that URL and you would send it as a message to your teacher, or you would post it on some sort of discussion board or something like that, and you would just sign your name after it. No data collection, shareable URL, you're in, you're out, it's easy to use. Now, let's move on to why the article analyzer will work. As I mentioned, I have been working in this area for a long time. I know teachers, I know students, I know literacy. Teachers want EdTech that is simple to use and has multiple purposes. Google Drive is a great example, right? You can do a whole bunch of things with Google Drive. It's easy to use, it's intuitive, it has a bare interface, and it can be used across grade levels. Those are what, those are what teachers want. At the same token, I know that that's what they want. I've written over 30 articles about this topic. If you check out my startup, App Ed Review, I've reviewed over 1,000 pieces of EdTech, and I've worked as a high school teacher and teacher educator for over 15 years. Teachers want something that is easy to use, that doesn't collect data, and that has text annotation. Now, because we're talking about grades 3 through 12, it has a wide set of purposes that can be used across content areas. Now, are there already things that do this? Yeah, for sure. Here they are, right? But what they don't do is they don't focus on education and literacy. They want to do these annotation and mock-ups for website design and 1,000 other things, but not for that. Those are not built for teachers. They have too many features for the young students, and they're not easy to use or free. Teachers want free. I'm a former teacher. I can attest to that. Last thing, this is my ask to you. Let's make the article analyzer. You can put it in your professional portfolio. I will publicize it on AppEd Review. I will share it with teachers, and I will make sure it's kept as free. That's what I promise to you. And furthermore, I will work hand in hand with you as we go through the design thinking process of creating it. Again, my name's Todd Cherner. I was here to present the article analyzer, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Take care.